Alright, so this is going to be a build update for my other character. Was the first character. I've still got a level 55 shield. I don't have another shield until 84. And I've got this level 80 Spark of the Realm, which I need another better one. So this is my callidor's tempest build. Our main sources of damage are Inquisitor's Seal, callidor's Tempest, and our Aura of Censure. So basically, we're a face tank. We have no choice but to face tank. So I need more circuit breakers. So I want to get the Serenity Relic, and I want to get the mythical version of the Avatar of Mercy. I know there are a lot better amulets I could have, and there's even a Callidor's Tempest amulet that I kind of want, but 4% to all maximum reses plus the Mercy skill, like the thing that basically heals me every time I drop below 30%, is super useful. The shield's low level. It gets up to like 3,000 damage blocked, like a 29 to 30% chance. But yeah, this is a 600 damage block, so it doesn't really help very much. So the build looks something like this. We'll put points into this when we get more skill points, because we want to get this to like 13% cast speed. Minus energy cost is nice. I could probably reduce this a bit, because I don't need all those. It's nice to have points into this. We're only at 19 of 16 and 19 of 12 here. 12 of 12 is a nice, soft cap here is really good. 1 point in this with a lot of bonuses. I think I put a few points into this, get the offensive ability, just 1 point in this. Inquisitors were the majority. We have this mostly for defensive ability. Movement speed doesn't matter. This for the flat health. And this is just 1 pointing right now. Probably could take a few points out for now or put more points later on to deal with the resistances. This is as high as we can get it. Minus 30%. This is our only RR on base RR on the build. 19 gives us a 336% damage absorption, as well as a pretty big hit, like elemental damage hit. With a lot of the elemental damage converted to lightning damage. And I'm pumping points into this to give myself more flat elemental damage when I stand in it, because Callidor's Tempest has a base amount of weapon damage plus 15% additional weapon damage from this. So it does hit really hard, and the extra damage from this is a lot of bonus damage to Callidor's Tempest. That's another reason why I'm actually thinking about putting more points into like elemental exchange, because of the flat damage. Those are the two things I'm pumping points into right now. This is just a 1 pointer to whenever it goes off, and the same things like this is just a 1 pointer whenever it goes off. It's just nice to have. I want to put more points in this for offensive ability as well, and more points in this for defensive ability. The devotions, as they stand, we've got Turtle, because we need circuit breakers. The other circuit breaker we have is Giant's Blood, which is nice to have, plus the Avatar Mercy. We have this for the 6% attack damage converted to health. I was actually thinking about taking Ghoul at some point to get that extra, like 4% attack damage converted to health, but I don't know where I can get those 3 points, because I wanted to get this for the shield block chance, the damage blocked, more damage blocked, reduced stun duration, and shield recovery time, as well as damage blocked. So basically, this basically doubles the amount of damage you can block with a shield, as well as reducing the recovery time by a decent amount. I've not put that on Calibur's Tempest, that's unfortunate. Okay, there we go. Spear of the Heavens, nice bonus damage. That's like just a big proc for damage. This gets us points. We have Elemental Storm here. That's just, standard basic defensive thing. We got health regen here, health regen here. Plus a little bit of health regen in our gear. The main piece of the gear is the Spark of the Realm, which buffs Callidor's Tempest by a lot of lightning damage, as well as electrocute damage, and gives it 4% attack damage converted to health, which gives us 10% attack damage converted to health total. It also gives damage to Aura of Censure and turns all the damage on Aura of Censure to lightning damage, as well as giving it a 10% additional lightning resistance shred. The shield, 50% cost to callidor's tempest. We can spam it with no issue. It has a chance to stun, which doesn't really matter, and it has a big flat damage to callidor's tempest. It also gives us 6% additional Fizz Res and 12% armor to Elemental Exchange, which is really nice. And we have a shield. The other option is to dual wield these, and dual wielding them would give me, of course, more cast speed and more flat damage to both Aura of Censure and that, but I would lose not only having a shield, but I'd also lose the 6% Fizz Res and 12% armor. Helm is also nice because it's another 10% elemental res. Like, that's kind of required because Arcanist does not have a way to reduce elemental res. And the fourth MI required is the metal, which turns all aether damage and all fire damage into lightning damage, as well as giving a bunch of lightning damage. So it's a pure lightning Callidor's Tempest. Avatar of Mercy is nice because it's a circuit breaker. I want the mythical version of this because this gives one Inquisitor, one Arcanist in the mythical version of this belt. So it's elemental damage plus health, and some reses. So it's really fucking great. The Time Warp is nice because slowing the targets helps a bit. I need a better metal or relic. I need a lot of better relics. I want Serenity really bad. Boots, I don't have any good boots, so I got these for Aura of Censure and a little bit of elemental damage. I have better gloves, but I can't use them until 82. But they're the same resistances as these, so I don't lose anything by wearing these right now. The lightning bolt's nice though. Actually, it's actually a pretty big damage proc. Chest piece is just another. It gives me Inquisitor Seal and Vitality to elemental damage, which is okay. I'd rather have like what's it called to elemental damage? Aether. Pants, just elemental damage, some resistances, and points to Arcane Will. Arcane Blast is nice on the proc. Rings, living rings are great because it's 3 to elemental exchange. They give you a natural like 3 to 5% health, a little bit of res, and natural elemental damage. So that's these are actually just really good rings overall. Like probably the best rings we could use. Shoulders, these are great because they're Aether to elemental damage, with flat elemental damage naturally, and 3 points into elemental exchange. So we get plus 9 to elemental exchange with this. With this, that's plus 10, so we can soft cap elemental exchange immediately, like already. So no big deal with that. Stats. This is completely unbuffed. Our physiques, we put 74 points into physique and 5 points into spirit. I think I want to put 5 more points into spirit at some point, and 5 points into cunning, because I was using a gun at some point or something. I need to respec my stats. I want to put like 10 points into spirit and the rest into physique and 0 into cunning. My offensive ability and defensive ability is 2100 right now, so it's decent. I am 42% overcapped, 151% overcapped, 59% overcapped, 39% overcapped, 28% overcapped, 43% overcapped, 31% overcapped, which doesn't matter, 9% overcapped, 40% overcapped, and 2% overcapped. Bleeding res is the one I don't have enough of. I actually need a lot more bleeding res. Attacks per second don't matter. 6% base life steal, so 10% total. Cast speed 130%, so I could actually spam a lot of my things. Lightning damage is relatively high without any buffs or procs on. Chance to block 35%, not bad, not great, but not bad. 37% reduced block recovery time. This is a 0.7 block shield, so that's about a 4.6 block recovery, 4.7 block recovery, about that. 2% dodge, 2% deflect, which is nice. 6% fizz res without any buffs. Disruption, all these are nice. So if we look at my buffs, these are my 5 base buffs, which gives me 6% more fizz res. I am trapped capped, petrify capped, freeze capped. I have 25% slow res. I have 0 sleep res, and 0 energy leech res, with minus 25% life leech res. I don't have any life leech res. That's unfortunate. I have 35% disruption resistance, which is nice. Yeah, this changes. It gives me a little bit more of that damage. And I am a lot more, once I pop my, not that. When I pop my word of renewal, I'm like 32 over and 57 over on this. And if I stand on Inquisitor Seal, I'm up to like 188 over, 79 over, 96 over. So I could reduce elemental res and get a bit more bleeding res somewhere at some point. I could probably actually just put bloody crystals on my rings and I'd be perfectly fine, but I didn't feel like crafting bloody crystals right now. I could also remove this black tallow here and put something else, like a seal. But I don't have any seals right now. I'm using the leathery hide here, 25% stun res, which I don't need, and 6% health because I don't have anything better. I want a prismatic diamond for the flat damage absorption circuit breaker. And that's what the character looks like for now. And I want to do a quick demonstration of the character. Give me 1 second. Alright, so let's show this demonstration, keeping this buff up for the movement speed. We're actually like 10% short on movement speed without word renewal, but it's easy enough to keep up when I'm at home. Wait, did I not? Oh, crap, I did not. Okay, so I'm just gonna run and kill Ultimate Warden Creed. I'm gonna kill any of these things. Just one tapping on these things. Keep forgetting to drop seal because I put it on a different button than it was on. But you see, it's tanky as hell. That's why I got too cocky before and summoned a what's it called? What's it called? An ambush in the middle of fighting the fire giant thing while I wasn't at home, so it's like triple bad. But yeah, it's super tanky because it's got 21% flat damage, or like percent damage reduction, plus like the elemental shield's flat damage reduction, plus some more, like plus the shield block flat damage reduction, plus a lot of health regen, plus life leech. Like it's super tanky. Like it is a super tanky thing, but it has to be super tanky because it has no choice but to face tank things. Like that is the big problem with this build is it is required to face tank. Like it has to be ultra tanky. I am 100% sure I cannot kill super bosses with this thing because it has to face tank. I mean, I do have Maven or what's it called? Mirror of Erectus. So I could face tank for a while, then once I get in trouble, mirror run away, and then after mirror running away, like mirror hit a few more times, get a few more hits in, buff and mirror a little bit, and then just start running like kiting for a little bit until my cooldowns come back, and then go back in and face tank until mirror. And that's what I'm expecting to do, but I'm not 100% sure I'm actually doing that or not. The damage is pretty ridiculous, despite taking the necklace. Like, if I swapped the necklace for, like, a different necklace, the damage would go up by a decent amount. Because it'd be like 1% R, like even the base necklace is like 1% RR, a little bit more damage absorbed, a little bit more damage from the Inquisitor Seal, damage from the, what's it called? The other thing is I also don't have, what's it called? Ultos? Because I went defensive for the shield, because I have to face tank. Like, I could go a little bit, but because I'm doing weapon damage, it's not such a big deal, because I can take Viper. As long as you're doing weapon damage, Viper's fine. But if I get 3 shields, or 3 seals stacked up on him, he takes so much damage. Barely any damage. This is ultimate great too, he's just melting. Yeah, this build is really fun. I mean, minus the have to face tank, you don't have a choice in that matter. That is the one downside. But yeah, that's going to be it for the build showcase. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.